Good day, guys, and welcome to the TheKnowHow channel. Today we're going to show you how to program an MPPT, a Victron MPPT. So the first thing you want to see is what type of MPPT do you have? Do you have the smart solar or the blue solar? So we, as general practice, we just like to use the smart solars much more. We don't like to use the blue solars as much. The reason why I say that is because of the Bluetooth side of it. So I know blue solar sounds a bit funny. It sounds like it's Bluetooth. It's not. The blue solar is just your standard MPPT controller. The smart solar is the one that will have this Bluetooth symbol on it. It's the easiest way to see. Just look for the Bluetooth symbol. So if you have a blue solar that does not have Bluetooth, it's not that easy to set it up. So there is a few different ways. The easiest way is to use one of these dongles. So this is a V-Direct, which is Victron's standard communications, V-Direct to Bluetooth dongle. So you can plug this into any MPPT and we'll give it Bluetooth capabilities for you to program or to update the device. That's why I say I like to use the smart solars, because it's built in. So if you look on the device here on my phone, you have to search for your MPPT that you want to set up or update. This one in this case is this MPPT. You can always follow your serial number if you're not sure. The first thing I want to just show you is that most cases, if there's a large update, so this is just if you want to change your PIN code, it will tell you that it's still on the standard PIN. You can change it if you want to. I will say not now for now. If you have an older MPPT that you need to update, it will block your settings tab and it will say you cannot do the settings, you cannot change settings before you update that. So if you have an older firmware version or older MPPT that's anything before 2021, this is a 2021 model, we would recommend, it's not something I say that have to happen, we just recommend it out of our own experience and mistakes that we've made in the past. It is better than to rather update it by switching off your battery side and only updating it from your PV side. Because what happened, or what I found that happened before in the older models, before they put the protection on it, back in the day, we had the problem that once you update it, it will automatically sometimes revert your voltage setting, that's here in the battery voltage setting, to a lower voltage, to something like standard 12 volt or 24 volt, and then because your battery side is already connected on 48 volts, it burns the MPPT out. Then it's gone, and if it's an older model that's out of the 5-year warranty range, then you sit with a product that does not work. So it's, for me, I just do it out of general practice now to do updates on the PV side. The first setup, you'll see now on the later firmwares, it actually blocks you from changing anything. So if I want to change it to 12 volt while the 48 volts connected, it will tell you that you need to type a PIN code in, and it will give you the warnings of make sure that the selected value matches your battery bank's nominal voltage. So this is in the latest firmware, so it's very good that Victron added this feature to make sure that nobody makes a mistake of over voltaging a product that is on a lower voltage, on a nominal voltage range. The rest of the settings is quite easy. It's just your maximum charge current that you want the system to run. I cannot make this more than the product is actually as a maximum. So this is a 250-100. I can set it lower if I do not want to charge anything higher, or if you have a single battery and you want to add a battery in the future, but you have a bigger MPPT for now, you can always set it down to 50 amps for just as a explanation, for explanation purposes. You can change your maximum charge current on your MPPT. You can switch your charger off if you want to. It will just make sure that it stops charging. That will say charger disabled, and then won't do anything. It will switch it off. Switch back on. And then this function here is something for me that I trust a lot, but at the same time, if anything happens, I will always fall back to your physical charge voltages. So the BMS control means that your battery will control the voltages that it will absorb at or float at, and your charge states and your times will all be externally controlled from your battery. You'll usually see this when it is connected, it will say it's external control from the battery side. But in some cases, in some rare cases, I've personally seen sometimes that the BMS control falls away, and sometimes the client or somebody on site will want to get the MPPT running again, then they reset the BMS control to no, and then it will sometimes have a possibility of overcharging your battery. So we always would just recommend, as a standard good practice, to set up physical voltages on your MPPT to just for that 1% chance that your battery loses the BMS control and the MPPT wants to continue charging, that it does not overcharge or damage your battery. So it will always be a good standard practice just to make sure, have it on the recommended from your manufacturer, recommended absorption voltages and float voltages set on the MPPT itself. But yeah, that's it for now. Other ways to communicate to the direct device, we'll do in another video at another day. Follow and like for more. Thank you very much.